Imagine that you will be trapped in a room for a year, and the only thing you have is a Sega Genesis. You will be allowed only 10 games. What 10 games would you choose? Well, here is our list of our top 10 favorite classic Sega Genesis games in no particular order. Number 1. The original Sonic the Hedgehog. It was no mistake that this was the game that came free with the classic Genesis console. The makers of the Sega Genesis knew exactly what they were doing. Sonic the Hedgehog was Sega's answer to Mario. Fun music, decent colorful graphics, and many interesting worlds to explore made Sonic an instant hit that still measures up today. Sonic the Hedgehog is a shoo-in for starting off our list. Number 2. Wonder Boy and Monster World. For me, Wonder Boy is one of the best home system role-playing games of its time. Wonder Boy boasts cute graphics and extensive maps that need to be explored more than once in order to make all the hidden discoveries in the game. Even though it may seem simple in comparison with modern video role-playing games, I feel that this is one that still holds its own and deserves to be on the list. Number 3. Streets of Rage 2. The second installment in the Streets of Rage franchise, Streets of Rage 2 takes it up a notch with bolder graphics and kick-ass retro techno music that would still work in a club today. Streets of Rage 2 is easily one of the best of the old school smash and bash style fighting games. My favorite character was always Max. I loved throwing gangbangers on the floor. Number 4. Golden Axe 2. Golden Axe 2, the second in the franchise, for me is arguably the best of the series, particularly if you know how bad Golden Axe 3 was. The first one was a lot of fun, and I used to kill it in the arcade. I could literally play it to the end without even getting hit once. So naturally, I sought these out on Sega Genesis. Golden Axe 2 takes it up a notch and continues the story nicely from the original. Complicated when you don't know what you're doing, but makes for a nice gameplay once you figure it out. And had great graphics for the time. Number 5. Global Gladiators. Even though this game is essentially a McDonald's franchise game, don't let the Ronald McDonald cameos fool you. Global Gladiators is colorful, cartoonish, and has awesome 80s retro style music. And don't write it off as a kids-only game. Global Gladiators is a lot more difficult to complete than you might think. And the recycling bonus rounds make this vintage classic even more unique. Number 6. Dragon's Fury. Having grown up in the 70s, I've always been a fan of classic pinball machines, so I'm always on the lookout for really well done video pinball games. That being said, Dragon's Fury absolutely kicks ass. The makers of this game did a great job of combining the traditional pinball feel with animated video interaction, and the eye-catching details in this game are stunning, even by today's standards. This is not a game that you would get easily bored with. Number 7. World of Illusion. Just like with Global Gladiators, don't let this one fool you. Even though it's a Disney production game, the gameplay and visuals in this game are excellent, particularly for the time period it was released in. Great graphics, good music, and overall generally fun to play. Number 8. Gods. This one was a bit of a toss-up, but I have always been a fan of Sega's Gods, so it's on the list. For me, I think this game has a lot of detail, and I enjoy the maze-type gameplay and all the puzzles you have to solve in order to pull out all the bonuses. And there's something about being a gladiator stomping around throwing knives all over the place that I just get a kick out of. That and the cool retro techno music just make this game fun. Number 9. Earthworm Jim. A game so different and bizarre, it was made into a cartoon show. This has got to be one of the strangest characters ever to hit the Sega system, but Earthworm Jim is a fun ride. Where else can you fire a machine blaster at aliens with one hand and whip them with a giant worm in the other? Absolutely classic. Good visuals in the game, and rather difficult at times, which provides a good challenge. About the only negative I can give on this one is that sometimes the barrage of random sound effects can get a bit annoying. And last but not least, number 10, Sonic 3. We started off with Sonic and we'll finish with Sonic. Sonic 3, the third installment in the Sonic franchise, has always been a particular fan favorite. There are many, including myself, who consider Sonic 3 to be a better ride than Sonic 2. And as if being Sonic wasn't enough, you get to turn Sonic into the Hedgehog equivalent of a Super Saiyan once you've acquired all the Chaos Crystals. Which, by the way, makes completing the game much easier. That is, if you can get through all the bonus rounds and level up. Do you agree with our list? Is there a favorite of yours that you think should have made the list? What Sega games were your favorites? Let us know in the comment section down below. Also, if you have any suggestions for other video game related top 10 lists or anything else, once again, let us know in the comment section below. We do our best to keep up with the comments. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.